Hey baddies, welcome to Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. Today we have another pick a card reading. This one is all about what the goddess Hekate really thinks of you. So this should be a really interesting and insightful reading. So grab your comfies and your stuffs, your snacks, and get all snuggly and join your auntie on the other side. If this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, it's wonderful to have you. I'm so excited that you stopped by, and I do hope you will stick around. If you're a returning subscriber or member, hello, my lovelies. It's so wonderful to connect with your energy, and I truly appreciate all of you being here. I just want to tell all of you that we will be having a coven meeting, a live stream on Samhain, Halloween, and I will be channeling and working with the goddess Hekate. I will be using the crystal ball, my Obsidian crystal ball. It's very big, and it was a gift from the coven, and so those memberships are of course open, and if you're interested in attending that little live stream, you can click the join button down below and find out all about it. I'm just going to open up the floor to Hekate and open up the liminal space, and whatever spirits want to come over will come over, and will bring through the best messages for everyone attending, everyone who will attend in the future, and this should be available on my replay as well. So little information for you guys about what's coming up for memberships. I do have a few videos that will be coming up as well. I recently, like yesterday, went to a few haunted places around where I live, and I took some footage from there, and I'll be putting all that together hopefully for this weekend. And recently I went to the Halloween store, Spirit Store, and I filmed that and put that up for my members as well. So I do have different videos that go up for them. So if you're interested in that, please feel free to check out that join button down below, and I'll see you there. Alright, so today we have 3 piles of cards, which I do have a little video set up for you guys to see the piles and the crystals up close. I'm going to go ahead and show them to you again, not the piles, but the crystals, and you'll have an opportunity to see them once more. Okay, so the first pile is going to be this beautiful, never mind my nails, I'm having to let my nails air out. Okay, we've had a lot of nails on our nails, a lot of fake nails on our nails, and it's just, your auntie needs a little breaky break. So this is a amethyst crystal that I received for my birthday, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I believe Feisty gave me this crystal. Isn't it beautiful? This is group 1. This is your crystal, group 1. And it's just so lovely. It has the best energy. It just really does. Alright, so that would be group 1. And the back of the cards look like this, if you're wondering. And each stack has a different amount of cards. It's very intuitively pulled, drawn. I just shuffle the cards. Whatever comes out. So, and this is Moonstone, number 2. This is a beautiful piece of crystal I've had for a while, and I have really worked with her. She is just so full of energy. This is group 2. Lovely, lovely energy in this crystal. We'll turn her around once more. And there's the bottom. She's flat on the bottom. So perfect for standing up. And group 3, you are black obsidian. This again was another crystal that I received from Feisty for my birthday. Isn't it beautiful? It's so powerful. I love the way it feels in my hand. I love heart-shaped crystals. They usually fit in my hand so well. So that is a black obsidian. So like I said, there is a little video that will be after this that will show the crystals up close again, and also will show the piles with the crystals for a little bit. You can always pause that and take your time to see which group you're drawn to. Now, if you're drawn to more than one group, there may be more than one message here for you from Hekate, because we're going to find out what she really thinks about you. All right, I'm really excited for this one. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey Group 1, all of you that selected the heart-shaped amethyst, this is going to be your reading all about what Hekate, the goddess Hekate, really thinks of you. Just keep in mind this is a general reading. Just take what resonates and use your own discernment. All right? So let's get into it. And you have quite a few cards here. It includes some tarot, so she didn't have me get a lot of other cards, so I just have one tarot deck here, and that's it. So let's see what came out for you. The first card is introspection. Okay. Let's see. All right. Merkaba activation, transcendence, ascension, you are rising up. The next card is Heart of Source, all-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, serenity. Really beautiful cards. We have Strategist, 44, Counsel, Projecting, Lobby, Advice. Sage, 28, Advice, Acquire, Invest, Accumulate. Senses. We have Healing, Holy Daemon, Middle Realm. We have Unlocking, Key Bearer. Let's see, what is this? Good Company. Aren't these beautiful? The Coven got these for my birthday. I did an unboxing of those. I think I talked about that in the opening, and those will be up and probably, hopefully today, but we're going to try. When you see this, hopefully it'll be up that day. And the tarot here is, this looks like the Page of Wands. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Ace of Swords. And we have the Queen of Pentacles here. Okay. There is an energy here of willingness to look within. I feel like you're willing to take accountability for your actions. And this may come after a time of not doing that. Okay. Which I think all of us go through a time where we just don't care. We do what we want to do, whether we do it when we're young or we do it all our life or we do it when we're older. But there's just a time of not really caring about how other people feel. And it feels like it's comes after like trauma. Like you had to stop caring what these people thought about you. And when you move through this energy of not caring anymore, it was deep. There was a deep introspection here. You had to really take stock of who was for you, who was against you. And, you know, it feels like I'm hearing unhappiness. There was some bitterness because it was different for you than other people. Perhaps your siblings, perhaps people in your family, perhaps it's been something that kind of chased you your whole life. This feeling of being unworthy, missing the mark, not fitting in, not getting the kudos for the things that you do, being overlooked. And you decided after doing some things, you know, some of them may have been destructive, to look within, take stock of your relationships, and probably had to walk away from some. And you had to start healing yourself. I think you figured out that there was nobody going to step up and help you. Okay. For whatever reason, your energy signature triggers people. And it triggers people in your family. And I'm going to tell you something. Hekate is, there are people in your family that just don't like you. They don't. They never thought of you as a precious child. They found you irritating. And as a child who bears the brunt of that because maybe you weren't expected, maybe you had learning difficulties, maybe you had health difficulties, whatever it was, okay? When a child feels that, because you pick it up, you do, okay? Children are very intelligent. It kind of adds weight to what would be a normal growing up experience. It's in the fabric of everything. And you actually begin to believe that you're less than. And so you go through experiences where you do destructive things that feed that keep you in that energy. Okay. And what I see here, what Hekate really thinks of you is that you're a healer. And you have the power to heal yourself. And some of you have already done it. You're on the path, or this is something you're walking into. And it's something you do through introspection, through searching your heart, searching your mind. Okay. Perhaps you go to counseling. Perhaps you have a psychiatrist. Perhaps you have a pastor or clergy or something, but you definitely, perhaps it's just you and your magic or your craft or whatever it is. Okay. It has helped you or will help you heal yourself. Okay. And you have the power to walk this path. You have the power to own yourself. And it feels like in this life, you're being called to do that. You're being called to own who you are completely, flaws and all. And that's hard. That's very hard when you believe that you're flawed from the get-go, that nobody wanted you, that you were not good enough. Okay. So there's already these flaws on you that are not true. Okay. So you got to fight through what is true, what is not true. What is real, what is not real. You have to get free from the baggage that isn't yours, because understand that these impressions, these intuitive emotions that you picked up on as a child, that is their baggage. That is their shit. Okay? It's not you, it's them. It's a reflection of them. and their inability to step up to the mark and be the mom, the dad, the person, the aunt, the whatever that they should have been, that they needed to be for you. It's not a reflection of your worth. You're very powerful and very strong because you've made it through a lot of difficult things, but you don't think you are. You don't know you are, okay? Because you just keep doing the hard stuff. You've been doing the hard stuff for so long. It's just like automatic. It's like breathing air. Hard stuff is just how it is for you. Hekate sees that. She sees the struggle. And she's walked with you. She's heard cries from some of you. I'm being called to this card here. Heart of Source. All-encompassing love. Unconditional acceptance, serenity. There's power in accepting that you are imperfect. You know, you're not going to be 100 all the time. You're not going to be what you consider perfect body, perfect this, perfect mind, perfect intellect, always on, always this, always that. If you live your life that way, you will have health problems. It's extremely stressful. The path through this is acceptance, which I feel like many of you have worked on or are working on. And I feel like Hekate sees that. That is powerful. The ability to move from a place of having all this heavy weight on you, of baggage, of feeling unworthy, to a place of absolutely owning who you are, no longer being caught up in imperfections. It doesn't mean that you don't, old habits die hard. But for the most part, you're not allowing that to freeze you, to keep you at bay. You're accepting it. You're accepting that, hey, I have a problem with this. I accept it. I accept that I have a problem with this. It's just the way it is. So when it comes up, it's not a big, bad bear. It's just, hey, I'm human. I'm a human being. I mess up. So do you, buddy. We all mess up. There's power in that. You're no longer bogged down in the details of making things perfect when perfection does not exist. It doesn't. And when you can walk into owning who you are and stop dragging yourself down with perfection, the power rises within you. Also, you have a lot more free time because your brain isn't telling you, oh, this has to be perfect. Do it over. Do it over. Do this. It has to be perfect. Do this. Do this. Do this. You're no longer pushing against an immovable object. You're no longer making yourself stressed out over something that is impossible. Instead, you start enjoying your life more and accepting your humanness. You're a human being, not a robot. And you're meant to be humanly imperfect. That's what makes us all so fun and unique. We're different. We have different hang-ups. We have different things. But perfectionism will keep you locked in a cage. And I feel like Hekate sees that a lot of you have gotten free. And it's remarkable. It's very difficult to do. So you're a healer. You're healing yourself. And it feels like with the Senses card here, there's an activation. I feel like many of you have like direct communion with Hekate, meaning she sends you messages, like you talk to her. And you see evidence of her in your life. You may feel her presence. You may feel her presence in your hands, in your crown. You may feel her touch your back. You may feel her when you pray or when you do your craft or whatever it is. And I feel like there's an unlocking here of a gate. I'm feeling like Hekate and Nodia. Okay. And here's the thing. This gate here. It's so good. It's so good. We have let's see, what is this? This is the Page of Wands. Page of Wands, okay? I don't know what I said earlier, but this is the Page of Wands. That is not a sword. That is a wand. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands here. And it's like this door brings about, this gate brings about a breakthrough for you. And it feels like it brings through this good company, people of like mind, a tribe, if you will. We have the Three of Cups here. It's as if Hekate wants to bring in good people to you. Now, I feel like for some of you, this is a breakthrough in, if you are in business to the public in any way, be it you have a platform, you sell something, you work wherever your job is, you work with the public in some kind of way. There's some kind of breakthrough there. Okay. Good company. The three of cups here. Also, if you're in a coven, there's a magical breakthrough. Just honor Hekate in your coven. On a Thursday is what I hear. I got bubbles in my stomach. On a Thursday, I hear a Thursday is going to bring you abundance, group 1. Honor Hekate on a Thursday. Because we have the Queen of Pentacles here. She sees you as a healer, as an abundant queen. Okay? This is energy, not gender. She sees you as somebody who could be very powerful in your community, in your career. Okay? If you have children, you have the ability to really be, if you want to have children, whatever it is, okay? Some of you have a special connection to children. I'm getting with this Three of Cups card here. If you're being called to be a teacher to children, I feel like this is your validation. Okay, you have some kind of special gift around children. You can be trusted, and people will trust you with their kids, which is becoming more and more rare. Some of you have guardian of children energy, like you're a guardian of children. We have advice, acquire, invest, accumulate. Okay. I feel like there's an outpouring here for you. Perhaps you're casting on abundance. Perhaps you're trying to manifest money, resources in your life. You're trying to get a flow going in your life. Okay. Hekate, if you have made a petition to Hekate for this, she's speaking on this now. And there is an unlocking of this waterfall gate. Okay. And I'm seeing someone in this waterfall gate trying to hold a waterfall in a bucket. The bucket's not big enough. Okay. Think bigger. Think bigger. Think more grand. Okay. And align it with your emotion. Turn on some music and get happy. Happiness, delight, wonder, gratitude manifest the waterfall. Okay. Your emotional signature brings in the frequency. People don't like to hear that, but it's true. You don't have to be happy all day. You don't have to dance around all day, but at least while you're manifesting it, turn on your music and feel rich. Okay. You want to manifest money? That's what you need to do. You can do it. Okay? Don't let your mind, don't let your mental space block you from your blessings. That's what I'm hearing. The overthinking. Strategist, sorry. Counsel, project, lobby, advice. Some of you, you really do have good advice for people. Perhaps you are in the healthcare field, you're a counselor, you're trusted. People trust you. And I think it's because you've been through so much. I really do. I think people feel it. I think you may have people who actually just kind of emotionally vomit on you sometimes. And I know, like this empath energy you have, I know that can be draining. And I'm feeling like Hekate really thinks that you're powerful. And honestly, you have leadership energy. I know you don't want to hear that. I'm sorry. But I feel like people want your attention with this Two of Cups. People want to know you. They want to know how you did things. They want to know your story. They want to know more about you. And for some of you, this could be disconcerting. I feel like some of you may really not want, it's like, okay, let's explain this. Like you have a business, perhaps you sell, let's just say candles. Okay, you sell candles, so you have to and it's on the internet, so you have to interact with the public. Maybe you have a YouTube channel or a TikTok where you sell candles and you have to make videos and you have to talk to people, blah, blah, blah. But really, you want to like shut everything down and go home. You really don't want to interact, but also you want your tribe. Here's the deal. I feel like Hekate is trying to bring your tribe in, trying to align this for you, trying to bring your people in. Okay. But the truth is, what she really thinks is you're shut off. She could fly them in and have them parachute out of a plane into your backyard, and you would be mad. So you have to decide, are you ready? Do you really want to meet your tribe? Can you open up? Can you reassess your boundaries? Can you see where you can be more open? I feel like some of you need to get out and taste some life. It's free. It is. Go to the park. Go to the lake. Go walk around. Walk your dog. Bake a cake. Do something different. Taste life. I know it's stressful. Call out to Hekate. Filake. Call out to Hekate. She has so many different forms. Ask her to help you. Put your worry there and know it is taken care of, and act accordingly and enjoy your life. Enjoy the energy of being in nature, being away from stress. Allow it to give you a new perspective. Open up to the idea of people in your life. I hate to tell you this, but your tribe is actually people. I know that's shocking, but if you call in your tribe, there are actually going to be people in your life. Are you ready for that? Because it's change. And now, like the Aquarian energy is really strong, and they're going to start showing up. And you may have some decisions you have to make, like here, ba-boom. This may be a special person. It might be a new best friend. Maybe you haven't had a best friend in years. Well, here you go. Perhaps it's a new partner. Perhaps it's you and your partner really getting synced, 22:33 on the clock. And perhaps things pick up. And perhaps you think, oh, I'm not ready for that. Well, did you call in your tribe? You have to decide, did you really mean it? Because if you did, You're going to have to get a little delulu. You have to start opening up and talking to people and allowing it to flow. You have to connect to the joy in your life. Being alive is a joy. I know. Okay. I know. I've had a lot of trauma. I've had a lot of bad things happen to me. I've been there. But being alive, I have lupus, and I'm saying this, okay? I have autoimmune disease. I have a lot of shit, okay? But being alive here right now with the Aquarian energy and all the weird stuff, it's honestly a privilege. Nature is amazing. And nature is where a lot of good thinking can happen. When you get out of nature and you really vibe with the natural world, and that energy within you gets stimulated, it gets calmed, it starts to feel that feeling, that buzz you get when you're out in nature. It will shift your perspective because the world is a beautiful place. And there's power in the ability to see that. And for many of you, Hekate really thinks that deep down, no matter what you've been through, you've been able to see that. Right? No matter what, you've been able to look at the world, look at animals, and know, you've seen a dog. Maybe you have a dog or a cat. And when you look at them, you see the wonder. You feel the spirit. You know there's more. And it keeps you going. Maybe it's not humans. Maybe it's animals that really help you connect. Maybe it's plants. Whatever it is. Maybe it's the ocean. Whatever it is. Connect more with that. Give your body the relaxation of connecting with nature. Okay, let's get 2 more cards here. We have the 4 of Swords and Judgment. Okay. I want to get a couple more cards here. Tell me more, Hekate. You deserve a break today. Do you remember that? It was a commercial back like in the 90s, I think. 80s, 90s. You deserve a break today. Kit Kat bar. You guys desperately need to rest. It's very hard to make good decisions when and I know it's rough. Okay, I know it is. But you have got to make time to rest so you can think clearly. Okay? And I feel like there's some justice coming, the King of Cups here. Well, that's the creature from the Black Lagoon. Is that your justice? The Knight of Swords. Okay. The 10 of Cups, you guys. Oh my gosh, you got the 10 of Cups. Oh. Listen, I feel like when you allow yourself to fully recover yourself, rest, connect, heal, meditate, bring yourself into balance, I feel like you're going to get some justice here. There's going to be some good things happen for you unexpectedly, more than likely, especially with this card here. I feel like you're just going to be doing your thing, okay? And I feel like you may be opening up some of your boundaries and saying, okay, I know I've been super closed off, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a class. I'm going to take like an art class, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. And I'm just going to open myself up and see. And I feel like that's when people show up. People are like, oh, you opened a window? Here I am. Here I am. Hello. How are you? I feel like I've known you before. Cups energy, water energy. Perhaps this is you. Perhaps this is them. This is just energy. Okay. I'm feeling masculine energy, but that's energy. That's active. They're going to come towards you. Okay. This is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We have air sign here. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. I'm feeling like Aquarius energy quite a bit. I feel like people want to know you, okay? And I feel happiness here. I think in the end, you're going to feel very happy. I feel like this is what Hekate really wants for you because, and she is not using the word deserve. It's not because you deserve it. It's because she loves you. Ten of Cups, happiness, fulfillment, joy. It is going to unfold for you. She's opening this gate for you because ultimately you're a fighter. That's what all this is about. There is ascension energy here. Your life, level up, glow up, okay? It's going to make you very happy. And you deserve it, okay? But it's not because you deserve it. It's because you have the favor of Hekate. You have her favor. Honey, I don't know what you did. I don't know if you are honoring her all the time. I don't know if, because she's not telling me, but you are favored by her. Don't take that for granted, okay? All right. Okay, group one, that's what I received for you. I hope this was an interesting and insightful reading. I really enjoyed doing this one. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, put me a purple heart down below to let me know you made it this far. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. Thank you all for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Hail Hekate. Hey group one, all of you that selected the Moonstone. This is going to be your reading all about what Hekate really thinks of you. Keep in mind this is a general reading, it's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Use your own discernment. Alright, so let's check the cards that came out for you and see. So the first card we have is Changeling. Well, okay. You're definitely a magical creature. Changeling. Isn't that a beautiful card? I got that for my birthday from the Coven. So I'm really excited to use it. Okay, we have Star Being, Healing Codes, Important Information, Wounds are Healed, Recharging. What does Hekate really think of you? Wow, it's really bright. Okay, let's see. We have Dreamweaver, Emergence, Wish, Visualize, Conceive. That's a beautiful card. Let's see. We have Truth. Ooh, this is a beautiful card too. That's an eye. Isn't that gorgeous? Just let's give it a second here. This is Truth. Isn't that a beautiful card? Ugh. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous energy. We have Goddess. Ah, that's so lovely. And we have Fear. I feel that. We have Fortitude. And we have Choices. And we have Hekate and Nodia of the Crossroads. Well, I'm going to tell you, she thinks that there's fear here. You fear yourself. You feel your power. You fear who you really are. And you're very strong and you're very magical. You're very different and you're creative. You're not supposed to fit in, and it blows because it leaves you on the outside. You're often misunderstood, and your genius is overlooked. It often is. It's often not recognized till way down the line. Don't be discouraged by that. You got to keep going. You've just tapped in, really, to who you are, the power there. She thinks you're highly gifted. She knows you are. You have this energy to visualize your creations. Your challenge is to bring the creations into the material world creatively. And for some of you, that's the hard part because you get judged. Is it good enough? No. That's what you say immediately. No. Why do it? It's going to suck. Why do it? It's going to suck. Why do it? I can't do it. Yes, you can. You're given the inspiration for a reason. You're given the dreams for a reason. You're meant to create. You're meant to use the inspiration to create in the world. It's hard to put a price on creation. It's hard to put a price on your creative soul. Don't worry about that now. This fear that you have, whatever it is, being rejected, not being good enough, it's holding you at bay. It is your block. She thinks you're blocked by your fear. Not being good enough, not getting paid, not being rejected. Listen, people will reject you. You won't get paid enough, probably a lot of the time. People will overlook you, they already have. So now what? Face your fear. Stop living in your fear and face it. Understand that yes, those things will probably happen, but also some people will like what you do. Some people will love it. Some people will want to pay for it, whatever it is. And you will meet those people someday if you go at it. And how you meet them and when you meet them is all different for all different people. But if you do not believe in what you're doing, how in the hell do you expect anyone else? You got to be your biggest cheerleader. You got to know that you can do it. You got to believe in yourself. And, I can tell you a little story about facing your fear. Because I was in bed with lupus for 6 years, pretty much bedbound. And it was very scary getting up. I had to face physical pain because I have chronic illness. I had to face losing the security that being in bed gives you. My world changed very rapidly. I had to learn to trust my body again, and it really wasn't trustworthy. I had to learn that yes, it wasn't going to be perfect, and that I would continue to battle some form of illness with this. And I had to learn to accept what my level of health was going to be. But with all those acceptances, other good things happened, like this channel. I didn't set out to be on camera. If you look at my very first videos, I was not on camera, and I was never going to be on camera, y'all. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just sharing my gifts. I didn't know. And so this channel was a learning. There was a big learning curve with what I was doing. You never know what your path is, how it's really going to unfold, or what's going to happen. And you have to be willing to be who you are no matter what. And when I laid in bed and Spirit started talking to me, it was very clear. You're going to have to be authentically yourself to save your life. Ooh, that was rough. That was rough. That was a rough one for me to swallow because who I really am was not really acceptable, okay, to people I knew. I knew that I would be rejected probably. So really before I really went at it, I kind of dealt with the fact that accepting myself would cost me people. But I knew that if I laid there and I didn't try, that things were not going to unfold well for me. So I chose myself. To be honest, it was one of the bravest things I ever did. And it was extremely difficult. And no one lied to me and told me it would be easy, I'll tell you that much. It's difficult to do this work. It's difficult to overcome your fear. I was so scared. I was terrified. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know what would happen. But I just knew I couldn't do it anymore. The fear shrunk. The fear of staying where I was grew less than the fear of never knowing if I could do it. And it was like a mental shift. And I feel that here. Maybe some of you are going through this, or you've been doing this. Hekate sees your strength. There is strength when you choose yourself. And you're not sorry. You make sure you're still plugged in. Woo! There is a lot of strength when you tell people, no, I'm not going to do that for you. I'm not going to continue to give until I'm dry, till the well is dry and I'm exhausted because I've given so much to so many people and I've given nothing to myself. I literally collapsed. I'll tell you that. I ran myself into the ground and then some. I ran myself into a grave. And I lingered there for 6 years. And it was tough. Don't be me. You're a fighter like group 1. But I feel like with these 2 cards here, I feel like she knows that you see the truth. You know the truth. You see it. You feel it. And you can make good choices. And the first true choice is yourself. You must choose yourself. You must save yourself from burnout, from giving too much. You must know that you're a precious thing, and holding yourself as a precious thing will make you strong. It'll make you invincible. Nobody else is going to do that for you. You have to do that for you. You see, when you start choosing yourself consciously, this isn't a subconscious, passive-aggressive thing. You actively choose yourself. When you do that, things shift. And you can begin to not only dream about new possibilities, you start to be able to understand that you're conceiving of a new reality. It can be scary. I remember when I started, sorry, my stomach's growling. I remember when I started to really understand, like, things are changing. And people in my life are changing. And not everyone enjoyed the fact that I was changing. Okay. When I really understood that, hey, my life will never be the same. I'm not the same. A bigger shift happened. And I understood that not only is it changing, it has to change. It can't stay the same as it was when I was in bed. It has to change because I have changed. When you do an impossible thing, everything switches, everything changes. Your vibration is different. This little card here. I feel like for a lot of you, you have seen the divine in yourself. This is kind of key to overcoming a lot of fear. Okay? Is understanding that not only are you precious, but you are divine. You are part of God consciousness. You have the divine spark. However it registers for you. Okay? Those kind of things are details. But you saw your connection to source. And you realize that yes, you're worth it. You're worth the doing. You're worth the hardship. That is strength. Because you saw the truth. The truth of your life. Your life is to live. Not in bondage. Not covered in baggage. But to live in freedom. For you to express this well within you of creativity. For you are a magical creature, a changeling, and you changed. You changed. And for many people, they didn't know you were a changeling. And you changed the game. And some people walked away. It's okay. They were removed because they didn't belong there. They were no longer part of your story. They could only be there when you were in that situation. Hekate thinks you're very strong. And she honors your divinity as you honor her as the divine. The universal soul, the universal key holder, the soul of the world, the infinite one, the unconquerable queen. You can't be conquered by fear when you're connected to Hekate. She's unconquerable. She is a warrior. She's a wandering energy who wanders at night. Important information. Wounds are healed, recharging. Powerful. Powerful energy. Let's get these tarot cards. We have Judgment. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Four of Cups. Where's this? The Judgment, Justice. This is Judgment. We have the Tower. And we have the Ten of Wands. You've been through a lot. You've had a lot of what I feel is surprises, but not good surprises. Okay, so you've had a lot of towers pop up on you. Okay, you've had a lot of these tower moments pop up on you. Okay, it's probably given you a lot of anxiety. I feel a lot of pressure with these two cards. You may have been the oldest in your family, maybe the oldest daughter or oldest son. And I feel like you've always carried a heavy load, even if you're not the oldest. You may have just been the one who's always carried the heavy load for people and been bound and weighed down. And these towers keep popping up, and you keep being the person to fix them. And I think you said no. You were like, no, I honestly can't do it. And you entered into like a cycle of grieving, um, realizing that you weren't appreciated, regret that you didn't see it sooner, seeing people for who they are, taking advantage of you, and your willingness to see this was you overcoming fear. It's easier to stay locked in toxic relationships sometimes, especially emotionally toxic, because it's so hard to break away from emotionally toxic people. Because there's manipulation, there's gaslighting. And I feel like once you really saw this, you were like, no, I'm not going to. We're not going to. I just can't do it anymore. I can't be happy with people who keep putting me in situations that cause these tower moments, these foundational moments. For some of you, this may have been a partner, or it may have been partners who were explosive, who had bad tempers, who cheated on you, betrayed you. And it's like you had to continue to deal with the issues like money issues. Perhaps you were dealing with everything, the money, bills, kids, working, taking kids to school. Maybe it all fell on you and they were absent. Much like the people in your life who were supposed to be supportive, but they're often absent. They weren't really there. And that hurts to realize they weren't really there for you, right? It doesn't sit well. We have the 4 wands here. What Hekate really thinks of you is that you deserve, and I don't like that word, and she doesn't either, that as things unfold for you, happy times are coming. You're manifesting happy moments, happy motion too, happy moments, okay? Something to celebrate. Perhaps it's time to celebrate yourself. Celebrate how much you've overcome, how you've overcome. Think about it. Think about where you've come from and where you are today. And give gratitude. Gratitude is wonderful for manifestation. When you tell the universe you're grateful and you mean it, beautiful things happen. This, it feels like a party for one. You. Celebrate yourself. Do it often. Don't ask permission. You don't have to explain it. It's nobody's business. 22:02 on the clock. It's nobody's business. But you deserve it. You have been put upon and taken advantage of. Now, you're a magical being. You're a changeling type energy. And it's almost like you were put behind a wall of fear to keep you from doing these things. Perhaps that's through generational cursing, a generational binding. But I feel like you have broke through that or are breaking through it. And I feel this energy of Hekate saying you're a generational curse breaker. And you need to reward yourself. You need to celebrate how far you've come. That's part of the process. You can't just keep going, and not celebrate your victories. I don't care how small they are. Every victory deserves a celebration because it's layers of liberation. It's layers of freedom from where you've been. Let's get a few more cards here. Tell me more about my group 2. You are a magnificent being that deserves to be celebrated. That's what she really thinks. You are really good with making choices. You know how to make good choices because you've made so many bad ones along the way. I hear you. I hear you. Me too. Me too. Okay, we have the 6 of Swords. Choosing to move on in an imperfect situation, making the best of it and moving forward. That is someone who knows how to survive. Not looking for perfection, but looking for forward movement. Keeping it going, keeping it pushing, as they say. We have the 9 of Pentacles. You know, I feel like there's this energy here of, I'm just so happy. She's holding a little cup here. Okay. And it feels like it's a cup of happiness. I'm so emotionally fulfilled. And I feel good about what I'm doing. I feel connected. I feel connected to Hekate. I feel connected to myself. Because instead of waiting for permission or for an invitation or for it to be okay with everyone, I just went ahead and did what I was called to do, period. And it brought me to a place of fulfillment. That's what's coming. Perhaps you're already there, some of you. We have the 8 of Swords. There is that fear. I feel like you saw the exit when nobody else could. I feel like you saw the way out from the swords when nobody else could. I think you did something that people didn't think you could do. I think you surprised people. And those people are probably really mad because they counted on you to stay where you are. Listen, if you stay where you are your whole life, you don't really grow. Okay, we have the King of Swords here. Coming in through the window. That's what I feel like. That King of Swords is coming in through the window. I feel like that's somebody watching you. An air sign, maybe. Maybe judging. The 9 of Swords here. I think there's fear of judgment. A fear of harsh judgment, harsh words. Perhaps maybe you had some harsh words from a masculine energy that kind of kept you in a state of fear as well. This can be hard. This can be hard to break free of. I feel like it almost is haunting, these words. And there's a lot of worry and anxiety. You probably still have some. But you saw the way out of this kind of verbally aggressive situation. I think you used logic. I think you used reason. I think you used all you had to get out of this situation and overcome the fear. And because of that, you have an emotionally fulfilling situation, either coming or you're entering into that state. Hekate really believes that you're very magical. She knows you are. She really believes you're very strong and you're extremely brave. But you know the truth. Oops. You know the truth, okay? So trust your gut. When you feel something, trust it, okay? Because you know the way. You know the truth, okay? This is really what's been nagging at you, is the truth about who you are and about what you're meant to do. I know it's scary. It's scary walking into the truth of yourself, okay? But you have so much to give to people who will appreciate you, people who will see this magical creature and want to invest time and energy into this. And it's not because you deserve it. It's because you're so talented. Hekate believes that you are very talented. She knows you are. You're extremely talented. And it's time you really walk into that. Stop fearing it. Stop fearing the truth of you. All right? Okay, group 2, that's what I received for you. I really enjoyed doing this reading. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did and you made it this far, leave me a sunflower. This reminds me of a sunflower. I would love to see those. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And thank you guys for watching. I really and truly appreciate it so much. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, Group 3, all of you who selected the Black Obsidian Heart, this is going to be your reading all about what Hekate really thinks of you. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, use your own discernment. So let's get into it and see the cards that came out for you. All right, so this card here is the Questing Beast. The Questing Beast. I love this card. And this one is the Oak King and the Holly King. All right. Changing of the seasons. Let's put the tarot to the side for a moment and see what these are. We have Hathor Light Codes, Light Immersion, Full System Upgrade, Power Recall. Beautiful. We have Inner Earth, Base Chakra, Strength and Security, Laying Foundations. Let's see. We have Defeat. We have Elevate. And we have Guarded. Okay. We have Expansion. I love this card. This is Jupiter to me. Jupiter energy, Sagittarius energy. We have Vision. You're definitely a visionary. You may have the second sight, that kind of thing. Faith. Sorry, my tummy's growling. Faith, hope, anticipate, aspire, foresee. You may be psychic AF, as they say. And let's see what else we have here. We have Mercurius. I probably didn't say it right, but we're just going to go with that. And we have Release. Okay, so I feel like at some point in your life, probably recently, you've probably done this a few times. It's like at some points in your journey, you have accepted defeat or failure, not as a place of self-deprivation or self-deprivation, like putting yourself down, but as a stop on your journey, that things haven't gone your way, you haven't succeeded, okay, in what you set out to do, but you're not stopping. But you are going to kind of, admit that it hasn't gone the way you wanted it to. And it leaves you with a sense of failure or defeat. So I feel like on your journey, you've paused. You've taken a knee. You have kind of like admitted, hey, this didn't work out. Somehow things went wrong. I failed. And I feel like in accepting failure, you've actually grown stronger because you let go of how things had to be, which has allowed Hekate, magic, your craft, however you resonate with this, to manifest in different ways. You let go of the iron clutch of the iron clutch you had on your magic, of how things had to be. And you accepted that they're not going that way. And you released it. And when you did, you allowed the magic to flow. My tummy is popping all over the place, y'all. I am so hungry. And I feel like this was painful, to be honest. It doesn't feel like, oh, happy day, I failed. I think you didn't stay in it, but you allowed yourself to feel it. Hey, I'm a failure. I failed. It takes bravery to kind of do this because you released your construct. You released your magic. You no longer held on to it. You released it as it didn't work. Well, great. And so you had to deal with all these ideas about, well, I guess I suck. I guess I'm not good enough. I guess I, don't know what I'm doing. I guess. But you did yourself a favor every time you did this because you grew from it. You didn't let it beat you down. You didn't let it overcome you. You grew from it. And it really has made you a different person. It takes a certain kind of energy to not allow failure to ruin them. You did the exact opposite. You allowed failure to help you grow. And now I feel like for a lot of you, the idea of failing isn't terrifying. The idea of failing is a lesson. It's how you succeed. That, my friend, it isn't just like a whole switch in thinking. It's like removing your head and placing another head on your body. It's a completely different reality because you see failure as a tool for growth, learning how to do it better next time. It has made failure not the big bad monster. And Hekate sees this. She sees the magic of this. No longer the wandering beast. No longer failure sneaking up on you. No longer the ideas of you're not good enough sneaking up on you, wandering around in the dark looking for you, hunting you down. Because you know that's all bullshit. You know none of that's true. You know that this reality does not dictate your worth. You know that you're working in a whole weird paradigm. And the more that you pay attention to when you win is how you win. But sometimes you lose. And those can be intensely important learning experiences. And it's okay to walk around out there as a wandering beast sometimes. You wandering in the wilderness out there as a wandering beast. I feel like Sometimes when you are in the failure energy, the defeat energy, that's my table. It just popped. Lots of popping going on. um, I feel like when you're out there wondering after facing a defeat or despair, a lot of times you're shown new ideas, new perspectives, new inspiration. But it happens in this kind of wild state. Um, Perhaps even in nature. For some of you, this has to do with your practice. Some of you are aligned with the Morgan. But it feels like there is some almost primordial energy that is aligned in that learning, some chaos there. And you have a very expansive energy. And I think that helps you when you face the defeats, you face the disappointments. I think for you, disappointments are failures. When you're disappointed, it feels like failure. It feels like used to, some of you may still be in this energy, but used to, you may have felt like when someone disappointed you, you failed. Now, those are ghosts from childhood. Okay. That's not real. You haven't failed anybody when they disappoint you. Okay. It's not your fault if somebody disappoints you. Okay. It's okay for someone to disappoint you. It's okay. It's okay for you to have feelings. It's okay for you to be angry. These are all parts of being human. And you're a little human being with feelings and emotions. And you had to learn to honor that. Now, part of the magic of you facing defeat and failure is your ability to release it. You had to go through a learning experience of being able to release the defeat, the failure, because if you stay in it, you're not learning from it. It's eating you alive. And a lot of you had to stay in defeat and failure, loss for a long period of time to realize, hey, 7:17 on the clock, I don't have to stay here. I don't have to live here. This isn't shadow, okay? This is an element of failure, of defeat. Not good enough. And you had to realize, I don't have to be here. Okay, if you're a witch your way out. If you pray your way out. If you create your way out. But you don't have to be there. You can release it. Now, sometimes that awareness takes a while. It depends on the situation. But once you learn that, like, I don't have to be here. I can choose something else. And then you consciously choose it and you repetitively choose it. Because sometimes you have to repetitively choose something. And sometimes you need help with that. It doesn't just magically happen. We have to actively pursue it. And I feel like you have. There's an elevation of your energy. The willingness to do the work helps you elevate your energy. It changes you. There is inspiration through vision. I think that's how you get through defeat and failure, is you really do have inner vision. You really are a visionary. You have a very expansive consciousness, okay? And I'm going to tell you, you have a higher consciousness than the average person. You have a kind of meeting of the minds. I think people disappoint you because you feel their energy. And you think someone's vibing with you. I'm getting a feeling of like going out to dinner, like a nice place with people, and you really spending time with them and finding out who they truly are. And it's almost like the food starts to taste bad. Everything goes south, and immediately you're disappointed. And you feel like, I wish I could be the person that just loves everyone and wants to be around everyone and doesn't judge people, because you feel like you're judging people. But really, you're looking to align with the right people. And it's okay to be disappointed that you didn't find them. That's okay. You're a human being, and it's all right that you didn't find the right people. We have Mercurius. Look at that stream there. I feel like, I gotta tell you, this feels like the river Styx, okay? It feels like mental hell, where we're just kind of stuck and overthinking. We can do that when we are in failure, defeat, we overthink things. And you probably did this, okay? This is so hard to overcome. People spend lifetimes like this and they never overcome it because it's a pattern. It's a learned behavior. Maybe you had a parent who did this, but you see it, the pacing, the overthinking, the repetitive conversations about the same thing without any resolution. And you stay thinking about it, thinking about it, thinking about it, the failure, I'm not good enough, that kind of thing. But you see it kind of breaks off here. And there's choice. There is expansion. There is curiosity. Like, I can't stay here. My brain can't think about this anymore. Because there's a drive here underneath the surface to expand your mind, your vision, yourself. And so the overthinking became almost like a death spiral. But because of your expansive energy that you have, you knew that you could, on some level, kind of like, I can find a way out. Somehow, some way, I'm going to find a way out of this situation. I don't know how. And so you did. And it's quite impressive. You are guarded. You are guarded because of what you've been through. And I don't think you have a fear of this. I just think you don't want to see it. Like, people disappointing you. I think you have very positive feelings about people, and I think you want to keep them because you get absolutely heartbroken when people disappoint you. Because I feel like once someone disappoints you, it's hard to come back from that. Because your disappointment, you feel things very deeply. You are a very deep feeler. Are you a water sign? You're a very deep, deep feeler. Might be Earth here too. And so when you have somebody disappoint you, you just can't bounce back. You just cannot. You get heartbroken. And people get real surprised. Sometimes they get real offended by that, but that's just the way it is, baby dolls. You know, you just can't be breaking people's hearts all the time. Just the way it is. We have the King of Pentacles here. We have the Knight of Swords here. We have the Nine of Cups here. What does she think of you? Here is the Page of Swords. And we have the Hangman. There's you. Just in that. You bravely face the defeat and failure. You stared it straight in the face, and you've done it many times. The disappointment in humanity. You want to believe in someone and something, and they show you their booty every time. And it's heartbreaking because you want to believe in the goodness of people. And you do. It's almost like you're a superhero, like you have this superhero thing going on. And when they disappoint you, you kind of feel like you failed. It's a failure. But deep down, you keep going. You keep fighting. This Knight of Swords here. You are an incredible fighter. Majestic and aggressive. When you want something, you go after it. As hard as you feel the failure and defeat is how the victory feels when you win. And maybe you haven't won very much, but you're going to. You're going to win. Because you pursue it. You don't give up. You take a break. You get discouraged, you get failure energy. But you cleanse yourself of it. You don't deny that you're feeling it. You don't become scared of it. You say, yes, I feel like a failure today. I feel like I just am so defeated. And instead of pushing that down, you say, bam, there it is. And you face it, and then what? You keep going. That's how you win. That's how you win. And we have the Nine of Cups here. That's success. Successful business person. The King of Pentacles. Successful businessman. Masculine energy. That's not gender. Proud of what you do. Confident. Secure. This is what Hekate really thinks of you. This is potential. Some of you may already be here. But you're building something that you will be proud of and will be successful because of your ability to face the truth of yourself. You're not pushing it down. You're not avoiding it. You're not denying it. You're giving yourself space to feel it. And it doesn't feel good. And then you get up and you aggressively pursue it with all you have. And it's like you never surrender. You never surrender. And you keep your vision. You have very strong psychic presence. And I believe in astral, you're some kind of like warrior. You have like astral warrior energy. Maybe you resonate with that. And she sees you as that. An astral warrior type energy. We have Knight of Cups. Tell me more. We have the Ace of Cups. There's so much emotion here. Emotional intelligence, intuition. We have the Ten of Pentacles. She sees you as a foundation builder, as someone who could build big foundations and be very successful. But it's important that you follow your intuition and balance it with logic and reason. But you got to follow your gut, your heart. It's very important. We have the Two of Pentacles and stay in balance. Balance is what brings you stability. Oop, we had a plop. We had the Five of Pentacles here. We have the Hermit. Listen, what makes you different is what gives you strength. Your uniqueness is what draws them to you. Don't ever lose that. And it's easy to be disappointed by people, but try to see the things in people that make you happy, that are good. Try to focus on the good things in humanity. I know it's hard, but if you do that, it will help you. It will help you stay positive, and it will help you move forward. Because I think you're very effective by the collective. Because I think you do a lot of work with the collective. I think, let me make sure you're plugged in there. I think that the collective at times can have a lot of effect on you because of the work that you do. And you're very tender-hearted. I think Hekate knows that you have a lot to give here. And you can help people learn how to overcome this energy of being defeated or feeling like a failure. understand that these emotions, although valid, really are programs implanted from generations of stuff. Generations and generations. If you believe in the simulation theory, they are plants from the simulation, okay, to keep you where you are. So the ability to maneuver around that is very powerful. You're very powerful because you don't give up. You don't give in and you never surrender. For real. These aren't just words, it's reality. You, my friend, do not know how to quit. And that's funny when I just said you accept surrender, and not surrender, you accept failure and defeat. People think when you accept failure and defeat, you're quitting, but you're not. You're accepting that this didn't work. It didn't work this way. So I got to learn from this, regroup, and try it another way. And part of what you have fought is your mind, your very powerful, expansive consciousness that gets into loops of overthinking. And in the end, you go with your heart, your gut. And when you don't, you usually end up in another loop. Listen to the wisdom that comes through. Trust in Hekate or whatever energy you work with. But Hekate is trying to help you. She wants to help guide you to places where the Ten of Pentacles is possible for you. Building a large foundation that gives you family. It gives you generational wealth. It gives you big ideas, big inspiration, big happiness for you. But you have to listen more empathically. And the disappointments you have to learn how to not take them in so deeply. Because people are going to let you down. They will, absolutely. And no matter what you do, that will remain. Because you and the person that lets you down are living in two different realms. They're living in their own personal universe inside their head, just like you're living in your own personal universe inside your head. They see the situation completely different from you. Okay? And you can talk and try to explain it as much as you want, but you'll only meet at certain points and you'll never see each other's side completely. So you have to accept that we're kind of all in our own little space, trying to brush up against each other and make the best of it. In other words, we're all human and we mess up and we break each other's heart all the time. But it doesn't mean there's not good. I think Hekate really thinks that you're an amazing person and you're not a failure. You're actually quite the opposite. You're victorious. You've overcome so much. And you're fearless. You are not afraid of failing. You are not afraid of defeat. A little bit of you may be afraid of success, though. What happens when you succeed? How will your life change? Are you ready? I think that's the question from Hekate. Are you ready? Are you ready for the change? Because I feel like it's coming. So that may be something that you need to work on with Hekate. Getting ready for the change. Doing the shifting of your consciousness. Perhaps expanding your consciousness more where you're ready for the incoming change. She appreciates how expansive you are. How ready you are to really connect with other people. But with that comes the change. So, get ready. Get ready. All right, group three, that's what I received for you. I hope this was an interesting, insightful, and fun reading. I really enjoyed doing this one for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, leave me a mushroom. Leave me a little mushroom down below to let me know that you made it this far. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.